Magnesia muriatica, chloride of magnesia, specially adapted to diseases of women, spasmodic and hysterical complaints complicated with uterine diseases who have suffered for years from attacks of indigestion or biliousness. Children during difficult dentition are unable to digest milk. It causes pain in stomach and passes undigested punny, rachitic, who crave sweets. Great sensitiveness to noise. Headache every 6 weeks in forehead and around the eyes as if it would burst. Aggravation from motion and in open air. Amelioration from lying down, strong pressure and wrapping up warmly. Great tendency of head to sweat. Continual rising of white froth into the mouth. Eructations tasting like rotten eggs, like onions. Breath smells of onions. Toothache unbearable when food touches the teeth. Pressing pain in liver when walking and touching it, liver hard, enlarged. Aggravation lying on right side. Constipation, stool hard, scanty, large, knotty, like sheep's dung, difficult to pass, crumbling at verge of anus, of infants during dentition. Urine, pale yellow, can only be passed by bearing down with abdominal muscles, weakness of bladder. Menses with great excitement at every period, flow black, clotted, spasms and pains, aggravation in back when walking extend into thighs. Metrorrhagia, aggravation at night in bed causing hysteria. Leukorrhea after exercise with every stool with uterine spasm followed by metrorrhagia 2 weeks after menses for 3 or 4 days. Palpitation and cardiac pains while sitting, aggravation by moving about. Relations. Compare chamomilla in the diseases of children. Magnesia muriatica from Boric Materia Medica. Muriate of magnesia, a liver remedy with pronounced characteristic constipation, chronic liver affections with tenderness and pain, extending to spine and epigastrium, worse after food, specially adapted to diseases of women with a long history of indigestion and uterine disease. Children who cannot digest milk, evil effects of sea bathing. Head sensitive to noise, bursting headache, worse notion, open air, better pressure and wrapping up warmly. Much sweating of head, facial neuralgia pains, dull aching, worse damp weather, slightest draft, better pressure heat. Nose, nostrils ulcerated, coryza, nose stopped and fluent, loss of smell and taste following catarrh, cannot lie down, must breathe through mouth. Mouth, blisters on lips, gums swollen, bleed easily, tongue feels burnt and scalded. Throat dry with hoarseness. Stomach, appetite poor, bad taste in mouth, eructations like rotten eggs. Continued rising of white froth into mouth. Cannot digest milk. Urine can be passed only by pressing abdominal muscles. Abdomen, pressing pain in liver, worse lying on right side. Liver enlarged with blotting of abdomen, yellow tongue, congenital scrotal hernia. Must use abdominal muscles to enable him to urinate. Urinary. Urine difficult to void. Bladder can only be emptied by straining and pressure. Bowels. Constipation of infants during dentition, only passing small quantity. Stools knotty like sheep's dung, crumbling at verge of anus. Painful smarting hemorrhoids. Female, menses black, clotted, pain in back and thighs, metrorrhagia, worse at night, great excitement at every period, leukorrhea with every stool and after exercise, tinea ciliaris, eruptions in face and forehead, worse before menses. Heart, palpitation and cardiac pain while sitting, better by moving about, functional cardiac affections with liver enlargement. Respiratory, spasmodic dry cough, worse 4 part of night with burning and sore chest. Extremities, pain in back and hips, in arms and legs. Arms go to sleep when walking, waking in morning. Sleep during day, restless at night on account of heat and shock, anxious dreams. Modalities, worse immediately after eating, lying on right side from sea bathing, better from pressure, motion, open air except headache. Relationship, antidotes, camphor, chamomile. Compare Natramur, Pulsatilla, Sepia, Amonmur is also antidotal to tobacco narcosis and sedative in neurotic affections, neurasthenia, hysteria, cirrhosis of liver and dropsy. Dose 5 drops of tincture, third to 200 potency.